Hey everybody, great to have you back here in the fish tank. We're going to have a quick look today at the revenue data for Minion Masters. Now, if you're not familiar with the current state of Minion Masters, it's not in active development, but the devs have said as long as it makes enough money to cover its costs, the game will continue. And they've helpfully given us a spreadsheet that shows the amount of money the game's making each month and the amount it is costing each month. And also what they've said is if the game makes more money than it costs in a month, they will bank that revenue and that will be used for future months if it doesn't make enough money during those months. So basically, the devs are not making any money out of the game anymore, and they're letting it continue as long as it is self-sufficient. But of course, because there is no development, that means unfortunately no new cards, probably no new skins. I don't know. There might be one or two more skins to come in the pipeline, but still having a lot of fun playing it. But without any further ado, let's jump in. I'll put a link in the description if you want to check out this data for yourself. And of course, you can just bookmark this sheet and it gets updated each month. Right, so here is our quick little spreadsheet that the devs provide us. So monthly, the real things we're looking at here is just how much the game costs. So from December onwards, it's costing $3,200 a month. And then they've broken down the income on Steam, Xbox, and Android. And then we've got our banked revenue. So if we just look at the current month, $3,200 in costs, nearly $8,000 in income. So profit of $4,700. So we are comfortably covering the costs of the game so far. Remember, we just had to cover those costs for it to continue. And then we see our banked revenue here, which is the amount over and above the costs each month that has been made. And we can see we're up to $23,799 of banked revenue. So even if they cut off all of the revenue streams from now, we've got like 6 months or so banked up of the game. Maybe not quite 6 months, but a good number of months of the game. And if we just quickly break down the costs, if you're not familiar, the game is... a majority of the game players are on Steam. We also have Xbox and we also have Android, of course. So we can see that for this month, the amount that Steam players have contributed has gone up a little bit. The amount that Xbox has contributed has gone down a little bit, and the same with Android. And of course, it's important to look at how we're doing month by month to see what the trend kind of is. And you can see, if we look at the total, it has been going down. Back in November, it was 13,000 down to 11,000. But you've got to remember, this is when the game went into the sort of the non-development life support, if you like. So the reduction in the figures is to be expected. So down to 8,300 and then down to 7,900 as the total income for this month. But encouragingly, only dropped a little bit after from last month. So I think these figures are positive for sure. And if you'd asked me if we'd be in such a positive state 2 or 3 months ago, I wouldn't have expected it. And I don't think many people would. So the game is making nearly twice, well, over twice as much money as it needs to at the moment. And we'll see how long that needs to go for. But the game will be here for a good number of months, at least because of this banked up data. So if you're supporting the game in terms of buying DLCs on Steam, in terms of buying rubies, whatever, you're really helping the game. So big shout out to you for that. I'm still enjoying the game a lot. We do, of course, have our monthly balance patches, which are community driven. This month, you may have noticed that the spider's been a little bit more prevalent. That's because we, as a community, gave it thick hide, which seems to have made it a little bit too strong. But if you want to get involved in the balancing sort of pipeline of things, join the Minion Masters Discord. You can see other people's suggestions and either support or not support them. And also make suggestions of your own. And the most supported ones will possibly get into the game. Right, so that's, I think, some good news from Minions. Yeah, so if you're enjoying my content here on YouTube, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. My name's Bad as Fish, and I'll see you again soon here in the fish tank.